You know, we handle money every single day, but how often do we really stop and look at it? Take the UAE dirham. It's so much more than just currency. It's a story, a piece of incredible technology, and honestly, a peek into the future of money itself. We're about to pull back the curtain on the secrets hidden inside this banknote, from ancient art forms to a digital revolution that's changing everything. This right here, it's not just a piece of plastic. It's a high-tech document, a canvas for national identity, and a tiny fortress of security. But here's the big question. How does something so physical, so tangible, survive in a world that's all about instant, invisible data? That's the fascinating story we're diving into today, a currency caught between a rich physical history and a radical digital future. So to really appreciate the dirham we have today, we have to rewind the clock. We've got to go back to a time before the UAE was, well, the UAE. The whole region was a patchwork of different currencies. So how on earth did they forge one single monetary identity out of all that? Okay, so before 1973, things were complicated. You'd find Bahraini dinars being used in Abu Dhabi, while other Emirates used the Qatar and Dubai rial. The first big step toward getting everyone on the same page was in 1973 with the UAE Currency Board. Then, just a few months later, on May 19th, boom, the Emirati dirham was born, one currency for a brand new nation. And by 1980, the central bank of the UAE was up and running, cementing the country's financial future. All right, with that history down, let's get our hands on the banknote itself. I mean, creating this one little object is a massive undertaking. It's this incredible blend of high art and seriously advanced manufacturing. And it all starts with the very material it's made from. The newest dirham notes have made this huge leap from old-school cotton paper to a modern polymer substrate. And let me tell you, this is a total game changer. This new material is not only more sustainable because it's recyclable, but it's way more durable. It lasts at least twice as long as the paper ones did. That means printing fewer notes, which saves both resources and, of course, money. Have you ever noticed that raised, bumpy feel of the ink on a fresh banknote? Well, that texture comes from a printing technique that's been around for centuries. It's called intaglio printing. It uses immense pressure to literally press the polymer into engraved metal plates, creating that unique tactile feel. And that's not just for show. It's an incredibly powerful security feature that's a nightmare for counterfeiters to copy. And this is where that beautiful art and high-tech security really become one and the same. Take the 1,000 dirham note. The image you see of the Baraka nuclear energy plant is engraved with unbelievable, microscopic detail. Every single line is both a tribute to a national landmark and another complex barrier against fakes. Which brings us to the whole security aspect. Seriously, you should think of a modern banknote as a tiny pocket-sized vault. It is absolutely loaded with layers of technology, all designed to stop counterfeiters in their tracks. And the craziest part? A lot of these defenses are hiding in plain sight. So how can you spot a real one? It's actually a simple 4-step check. First, just look for that clear window with the portrait of Sheikh Zayed. Next, tilt the note back and forth. See how that special spark flow ink shimmers and changes color? That's because it's full of metallic microparticles. Then, feel for that raised texture we talked about from the intaglio printing. And finally, if you've got a magnifying glass handy, you can find the hidden microtext, which just looks like a solid line without it. But get this, there's a whole other layer of security that is completely invisible until you change the light. Stick this note under a UV lamp and it just comes alive. Hidden fluorescent bits and pieces burst into view, with patterns glowing in bright yellow and green. It's like a secret world hidden inside the note that most of us never even get to see. All of this amazing physical technology is designed for the world we live in right now. But what about tomorrow? In a world of instant payments and digital everything, is a physical note, no matter how advanced, really enough to power a modern economy? And that question right there is pushing us toward the next great evolution of currency. The UAE's answer to that very question is the next big chapter in its currency story, the digital dirham. And let's be clear, this is way more than just another cool payment app. This is a fundamental rethinking of what money even is. So, what in the world is a central bank digital currency, or a CBDC? Well, in the simplest terms, the digital dirham is the digital twin of the cash you have in your wallet. Now, it's really important to understand this is not a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. This is official, government-backed money issued by the central bank, just in a purely digital form. But why do this? This isn't just about being trendy. The goals here are seriously strategic. It's all about making payments, especially the big international ones, way faster and a whole lot cheaper. It's also about bringing more people into the financial system and really cementing the UAE's place as a global hub for digital finance. And all of that helps maintain economic stability in the long run.
And this isn't just theory anymore. This stuff is already being put into practice. The UAE is a major player in a project called Mridge, which uses blockchain, that's secure digital ledger tech, to connect multiple central banks. And the results? International payments that used to take days are now being done in seconds. This isn't some distant future, it is happening right now.
So, does the rise of all this digital money mean cash is dead? Well, not so fast. The vision here isn't about replacement, it's about integration. You should think of the physical dirham and the digital dirham as two sides of the very same coin. Both are seen as essential for a modern, healthy financial system. The governor of the central bank, H.E. Khalid Mohammed Balama, really said it best. He explained that the digital dirham is all about building a secure and efficient financial system for the country, making payments better for everyone, and ultimately strengthening the dirham's place on the world stage. It's the same mission, just a new tool. When you really boil it all down, whether we're talking about those microscopic engravings on a polymer note or the cryptographic code on a blockchain, the core idea is exactly the same. Both the physical dirham and the digital dirham are all about using the best technology available to guarantee security, to boost efficiency, and to secure the UAE's role as a leader in the global economy. And all of this leads us to one last, really interesting question. The story of the dirham shows a future where our money is both a super complex physical thing and